Hey y'all.
We're
We're back.
back.
We're back. How's everybody doing?
Did you miss us? We missed y'all.
Yes.
Definitely. Oh,
As y'all can see, Cass and I are in the same vicinity, and we sending all kind of love to Antoinette and
In
Virginia.
the way with
Shout out
the
to
VA.
VA.
wait, two up, two down.
Two up,
There
two
you go.
down. Yeah. So last time we talked to y'all, I don't remember what we talked about. What did we talk about?
I don't know, but I think we should introduce
But
ourselves.
I'm
We might have some new
it
viewers.
was good. Whatever it was good.
Yes,
It's always
yes.
good.
I think it was the code switching one. I think that's the one
Yes,
it was.
yes,
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 yes.
yes.
So hi guys, I am Vinay. I'm the founder and president of We Are Listening.
Hello, hello, hello. I am Cassandra. I'm one of the directors of We Are Listening. I'm also a mentor.
My name is Antoinette. I'm co-founder, mentor, director, person extraordinaire.
Welcome
And
y'all.
welcome to our vlog. You
Yes.
guys,
So we first
I'm
Oh
sorry.
Yes.
yes, we're all wearing something. What does your shirt say?
I love the skin I'm in, and I truly do.
And mine
Nice.
is I am the beholder of my beauty because I may feel beautiful. You may not think I'm beautiful, but I behold my
That's
beauty.
right. I am unique. I am different. I am me.
Yes.
All that makes up who I am.
Yes. So, guys, we were just like chatting one day, and most of the time our vlogs come up because we're just chatting, and we're like, hold on, that's a good vlog to do. So, we
Mm-hmm.
were talking about loss, like when you lose someone in your life.
Hmm.
We were focusing on death, when you lose somebody sadly, the pain that you feel. And then we realized too, like when you lose a friend, you have that same feeling of loss. And we were thinking that was a great vlog. So that's what we want to talk about with y'all today because it's not abnormal to feel a loss when you lose a friend.
Yeah.
And just for the
Friendship
sake of
breakups are good.
clarity, meaning not that they passed on, but for whatever reason, you guys are no longer friends.
Yeah, it's
Right.
it's a friendship breakup. I think a lot of people focus on relationship breakups, and you can call up your girls and be like, "Oh my goodness, we broke up. We're not together anymore." And they'll break out the ice cream and, "Girl, I didn't like him anyway," and da da
Right.
da da. You have somebody to rally behind you. But when a friendship breaks up, no one really knows how to cope with it, how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Hallmark doesn't make movies about friendship breakups. There's no
No.
cars for friendship breakups. Like, so how do you deal with someone that you have all of these memories with that you can't call up and go, remember that time that we did da 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 da? They're not
Yes.
there anymore. Like, where do you
Right.
put all of
Where
that?
do you put that emotion? And I think to
Well,
put a double scoop of ice cream on it, what about with the influence of social media? Like y'all were friends on social media because y'all were friends for a long time, and now all of a sudden y'all not friends anymore. For what, voluntary or involuntary, y'all
Mm-hmm.
aren't friends anymore. So now you have that on top of the fact that y'all not friends, but y'all on social media is friends. Y'all have the same group of friends, or maybe you don't have the same group of friends, but y'all still were friends. How do you go about that?
I
well, I think that
I unfriend. If we are no longer friends in real life, I had to do that at one point because I had a friend that I thought we were like this from elementary school up, and I happened to see a post about her on Facebook, and I was like, wait, I didn't know that she had this big piece of news, and I thought we were friends, and she would have told me. She didn't tell me. She didn't reach out. I would call her, and she would never return my calls. And I just said, you know what?
Hmm.
At some point, I think I was her friend, and she wasn't my friend anymore. So
mm,
I had to unfriend. I didn't want to see it. So I just social media. I said that's nice. Unfriend.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think one of the things that's most important is to first, you got to go through the emotions, just like you do in a breakup with your partner, your significant other. You have to go through the emotions and recognize them for what they are. They're stages of grieving, and the same thing holds true. You have to recognize it, that, oh, wow, this person is no longer in my life for whatever the reason may be. It's okay to be sad about it. And then you hold on to what was good about that relationship. For whatever reason, you guys are no longer friends. What were some of the good things that came out of that? Maybe you guys had really great memories, lots of laughter, lots of fun. Maybe you got to meet other interesting people, and that person was maybe the person that kind of put you in a position to meet other wonderful people that are still a part of your circle. And try not to focus on the negative, because focusing on the negative isn't really going to bring that situation back. But then, set boundaries for yourself. If it was something that was just not cool, you have to set whatever boundaries. If you guys are friends on social media, you can either unfriend, like she said, or you can unfollow, or you can just kind of distance yourself, because what you don't want is have different triggers anytime, see certain things or whatever, and be comfortable. Get to a point where you're comfortable with it and say, okay, well, everything happens for a reason, a season,
Yes.
and maybe the season is
I was
over.
just about to say a reason and a
Yes.
season. And sadly, that's life. Like some people come into your life, they're there forever. Some people come into your life for 2 months, 6 months, a year, 7 years. And you would think with time that, over the years that this person's going to be in my life forever, but
Yeah.
you never know, because life
Yeah.
throws you curveballs. Things
Mhm.
happen. I always say, to think about the positive things that came out of the relationship, like Antoinette said. What good things, what fun memories do you have? What did you do together that you can still laugh about? And it's okay that people are going to come in your life and people are going to go in your life. That's just how life is. At my age, I've already experienced it. People have come and gone, and relationships have abruptly changed. That was out of my control. And all I can do is just go with the flow, and just continue my life. But I think about the good times and the fun we had, never forget that. But, life goes on too. You have to keep it pushing. You have to keep
And
it.
Facebook won't let you forget.
You getting those
Right.
Facebook memories? Remember that person that caused you trauma? Here they are. And sometimes, you lose a friend and you gain a friend.
Yes.
So you from every loss you can get a gain. So focus on, what, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna live my life. Yes, I miss that person, I miss what we had, but like Antoinette said, you go through the process of grieving, but when you come out the other side, just like, that was then, I'm gonna move on, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna have fun, meet new people. Don't let that
Yes.
scare you off of meeting new people. Well, they're gonna leave and I'm gonna get, it's okay, they might not. You never
Right.
know, but don't let that, scare you by putting yourself out there.
And don't be devastated if somebody unfriends you. If they
Yeah.
unfriend you, they obviously didn't feel that your relationship was what it was. To me, as friends, if there's a situation going, I am one person, and all my friends, if I've ever had to have a conversation or talk with you, I am that friend that before I end a relationship with you, and I would hate to have to do that I talk to you. And when I talk to you, it's because I'm sensing something's going on that I'm not comfortable with. And we need to talk about it. I'm never that friend to just cut somebody off. Because to me, if I can do that, we were never friends. So I'd rather
Yeah.
have a conversation with you, be real with you. We might cry together. We might, whatever. But we need to be able to move on, but we need to talk about it so that we can fix whatever the issue is. Me and my bestie ain't never had that situation. Boom, bit. Me and Cass ain't never had that situation. Boom, bit.
But you and I had a conversation just yesterday about a mutual that we had, that we noticed had unfriended the both of us on social media.
And we didn't even know what it
Right.
is.
We were like, wait a minute, isn't she?
But we think we know why.
We think we know why. No conversation was had. All of a sudden, they just were no longer our friend.
Yeah, and we knew each other mutually.
Yeah, it was a group of us, and all of a sudden,
Gone.
no more.
Mutual. What advice will we give to our viewers for those who end up losing a friend and they do have maybe mutual friends? How should we tell them to cope in those situations? Because
I like what you said about setting boundaries. If I am no longer friends with the person and they did nothing to you and you are still friends, I would say, listen, I am glad that y'all are still friends, but I really don't need to hear about what's going on in their life. Don't come to me and say, did you? No, thank you.
Right.
You and I can have conversation about what's going on in our lives, but I'm setting a boundary. I don't want to hear about them.
It's like you don't know the person from that point on.
I had to deal with one of my aunts. She was telling me, I saw such and such, and I said, hey, I don't care. I said, happy for them. I don't wish any ill will. but I really don't care. And
And
she's like,
I
I
would,
want to tell you. I
I
was
would,
like, no, I don't want to know.
sorry, I would
That's
add to
boundaries.
find yourself in a social environment, an intimate environment or socially where that person is there. If this person hasn't done something to you completely egregious, you can be cordial and keep it cute without,
Getting
you can
involved.
just
Yeah,
be like, how you doing? And then keep it moving. You
pushing
know,
her.
but that only comes when you're able to make peace with the situation. That's
Yeah.
important with you to come to terms. This is where we're at. It's no longer that, and that's
It's
okay.
okay. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You have
So
to
so
process it, because if you don't process it and you see them out, it's not gonna end well. So you really
right.
do have to process the grief of this friendship, losing this person, knowing that they're still out there. You just don't have a connection anymore. If you
Right.
have to cry, if you have to
Or
go to the rage room and rage out for a
Or
minute,
if you're just
do
okay
that.
with it, because
Yeah.
sometimes you've seen issues and you're okay with the
Yeah.
fact that y'all aren't
right,
friends anymore because it was
right.
never really. And we're gonna keep it real to the young people watching today. You're gonna go through life where friends aren't really who they're portraying to be. They're not really your friends. They don't want to see you do well. They don't want to see you advance in life. They don't want to see you move on and do well. They
They
wish
see you as competition.
yeah, they wish you, they don't wish the greatness for you. And so they were never really your friend. And you've probably seen signs of it along the way.
Mm-hmm.
So when that friendship ends, it was heavy. So you're happy to have that friendship go. I had a
Yeah.
situation where I had someone that was a friend of mine. She had a very traumatic event happen in her life. And she changed as a result of it. And me being the person I am, I understand why she changed. It was such a really bad situation, but
Mhm.
she changed. And with that change, caused issues with me and her friendship. And even though, she, I understood why she was where she was at that point in her life, she became heavy. She became very heavy for me, too
Mhm.
heavy for me. And it ended up, our relationship and friendship ended up ending. But not before I didn't have a conversation with her. I always talk, had a conversation. And it turned out that at that point in our lives that we just weren't where we needed
Compatible
to be
anymore.
anymore. And so we both just went our separate ways. And I think about times I see pictures and all that stuff, but it's okay that that friendship ended.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same. And a lot of times when friendships do end, whether again it's voluntary or involuntary, at some point you had a wonderful friendship.
Mm-hmm.
You had fun,
Yeah.
it was fun.
You had laughs, you had good
There
time.
was some
Yeah.
sort of connection,
Yeah.
even if you discover that it's not necessarily a friendship after the fact. There was some sort of connection. During that connection, you had a good time. Take that for what it was, and then move on. Move on. That's it. Um, and you'll learn because I'm 51, so
What,
I've had.
girl?
I
You
know.
a
I'm
lie.
so
You a
glad that I'm
lie.
20 years younger than you, girl. God.
And I've experienced loss of friendships in different ways. Some of them you see it coming and you can prepare for it, and in some you don't. And it's like, what? And you'll question. And you kind of like will go over different things, and then you realize like, I'm doing wrong. And it's at that point when you know that you were the best possible friend to a person. You say, all right, well, it is what it is. For whatever reason, that person, the universe has decided to remove that person from your life. So move forward. And when a person shows you who they are, believe them.
Maya
Believe.
Angelou said it.
Let me tell you, because if you're friends with someone and every time you're dealing with them, they're talking about everybody or everything is negative, and you find yourself falling into that as well, and then you start pulling away because you're growing and that person's still doing it, don't think for one moment that the way they're talking about everybody else, that they're not doing that about you. You're not special.
They're not
You
special. They're doing it
know,
about you.
whatever connection, you're not special because that is a character flaw of that individual.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
okay for you to outgrow that. It's
Right.
okay to outgrow that, and
But
once you do,
sometimes you just end up just getting caught up just because you're in that circle
Oh
with the
my
person.
God,
That
yes.
that might not even be who you are. You don't normally talk about people or co-sign on negativity but you end up, you get caught up because they're talking, you're in that group or in that with that person a lot or whatever, and they're constantly doing this. You end up getting caught up with, yeah, I see, yeah, I saw that too. You just end up
becoming somebody that you're not, because
right.
your
And then when
environment.
you realize it, you be like, hold on, that's not me. This is not me. And you try to start backing out of it. It's like, oh, she's acting different
She
now.
thinks she's
no,
better
I'm
than
actually
us.
acting how I am and how I always have been. I
Or
just
how
happen to get caught up for a minute. It happens, you know?
Yeah.
And those kind of friendships, as sad as it may be, sometimes they're better for you when you end them, because you can now be true to yourself. If after an interaction with someone you feel heavy, not light, and had a good time, that's not the friendship for you.
Right.
Sometimes you have to be the one to break up the friendships. Not they left. You, like Antoinette was saying, that's not who I am. You are the one that says we need to separate.
Yeah.
And even if that's who you were,
Mhm.
and you
Yes.
no longer want to be that person, kudos to you. You don't have to be that person. And if you have people around you who don't support that, then they shouldn't be in this next journey in your life. And it's okay.
And as a young person, you may have said some things about other people just because it was being talked about in a conversation, again, caught up talking about them, or maybe that was you at that time, like Antoinette said. And they may feel like, oh, she talked about her too, and she said this and that about her too. Like Antoinette said, it's okay, because we grow and we learn. And if it was somebody in your circle that you may have talked about or co-signed on a conversation, have a conversation with that person.
Yes.
And let them know, I said this and that about you, and I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm a better person today. And whatever I've said, I completely apologize. And you may hear it. It may come out because I'm past that part in my life. But I wanted you to know from me that I may have said some shady things, and I apologize.
And it's not easy to be the bigger person and say, I messed up. I was wrong. But you will feel much better because it's out there. Right? No one can hold it over your head like, girl, we heard
This is the day and
told me that already. So.
The day and age of screenshots. So they have participated in something.
People have receipts.
So, you know, they have receipts. So all you can
come clean.
Is, like Vinay said, is come forth to whoever you may have done wrong and say, hey, this is what I did. I'm no longer in that point, but I just wanted to. And you don't necessarily want to do it for fear of them finding out. You really want to do it because you just want to be a better person.
You've grown as a person.
And you cherish that friendship with that person, and you want them to know whatever I may have said about you. That's maybe how I felt at that time, or maybe I was just co-signing something, but I wanted you to know that I apologize for that. And it's
one more advice. If you're no longer friends with someone, don't repeat anything that they told you in confidence. Don't stoop that. What did Michelle Obama say? When they go low, we go high. Because that person's character will reveal itself. Who do you want to be? You want to be the better person, right? So don't be that person that all of a sudden now, because we're not friends, I'm spilling all of your tea.
Yeah.
That's not cool. That's not nice.
Right.
And you know, when you're in that space, that's how you know you're walking down the right path.
Yeah. And hopefully the other person will reciprocate and not reveal anything you personally told them as well. And they may do it, but don't go low.
But that's a reflection of them.
Don't go low. And as you get older, we hate to say that because we don't want y'all. It's like y'all are old when you say that, but in life,
as you grow, as you age, as you progress.
Right. So as you get older, you're going to notice that your circle's going to get smaller. And I remember people telling me that as well. I'm the social light. I have so many friends, people I hang with, rock with. I have different friends for different things. I'm like, girl, you want to go to movies? That's my friend who don't party. Or I have my party friends who don't like the movies. It's boring. Like I have friends and we just all do different things. I'm that friend that brings everybody together. Let's go hang, party. Let's do sipping paints. And I have friends, everybody. I'm that person. But I'm realizing as I'm getting older, my circle is getting smaller. And it's okay. I'm okay with that.
Smaller but tighter.
Right.
So like, you know, these are my people.
Yes.
You know, it might be 3, 4, 5. Those are your people.
Yes. I don't talk to you every day. We don't, except for Bestie and Cass. I speak to at least once a week.
We're okay now. Find a good restaurant to eat at.
Right. Exactly. But, friendships are, they're there regardless. It could be 6 months from now, catch up. Hey, it's like it never skipped a beat. My friend Kimla Roby, me and her we rock like we know we get together. It's like we never had like a space in our friendship, like a gap. Like it's just those real friendships that are easy breezy, that are chill, to be yourself.
It's not work.
Positive. Those are the friendships that you need.
Yes.
I really hope that, you found this to be interesting. I really hope that you guys got something from it, and just know that it doesn't matter what age you are. We all are social creatures. We were not created to be alone. So we're going to have friends. Yeah. And anytime you're in a relationship, whether it's a friendship or relationship, these sort of social things will come about. It is absolutely normal to have a friendship breakup. Hopefully some of the tips that we're giving you will assist you in recognizing that it's okay, and this too shall pass.
Yes. And you can always reach out to us if you have questions, like, you know what, that I'm going through that right now, and I need someone to talk to.
Right.
We're here. You can reach out to us on our Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter. You can go to our website.
Hit the mentor tab.
www.wearelistening.org. Hit the mentor tab. We're here for you if you want to talk. We have questions.
And my final tip is, sometimes a friendship may be teetering on the edge, and it's someone you really, really care about. You love the person. Y'all have always had a good relationship. Be the bigger person and reach out, because that's the last resort, is reaching out and say, hey, I love you. I don't know what's going on. It's something I did. It's something we could work through. All you can do is try. And if after you try, the friendship still goes left, you did your part. And it's okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
There's no room for pride in a true friendship. There's no room for it.
This is coming from besties of 41 years.
Even though I interrupt her all the time.
But I'm kidding. Wait. Wait.
Hold on.
Besties are 41, but you're 21 years younger than her. The math ain't mathing, but
what happened was So we just wanted to send you guys this message. We all have lost friendships. Some of them are devastating. They hit deep. And we just want y'all to know you're not alone. It happens all the time. And it's happened to all of us at some point in our life. And, you're going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You got to go through the steps and you'll be okay.
Okay.
All right. So thank you guys for listening.
See you next vlog.
Right, next vlog. We don't know what the topic's going to be, because it's probably going to be one that just pops up while we're talking.
Or maybe if you want us to talk about something, hit us up. Send us a DM on Instagram.
Let us know. All right, guys.